Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo! What's going on, everybody? The coffee's still kicking in for me this morning, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Let's go, man. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Bitcoin getting a little move to the downside this morning. You know, that 618 retracement yesterday ended up being a little bit of nail in the coffin for that move for Bitcoin. We'll talk about it. You got the S&P coming back down to support. There's a lot of things going on right now, man. A lot of things going on right now that, you know, should we be worried? Should we be panicking? Well, you know, to me, this is the boring phase, and you know that boring phase could be coming to a close pretty freaking soon. So let's get busy. We got the ETH coffee cup going on here. No hat, because apparently you guys don't like my hat. You guys leave more likes on the video when I don't wear the hat. Apparently, according to Waterfly. Shout out to Waterfly out there for doing his research on the no hat. So we're going with no hat today. What's going on, Crane? Good morning, man. Good morning. Bitcoin's coming down pretty nicely as we jump on into the stream here. So you guys, it's morning outside. You guys can see it right here. It's a beautiful day here in you know, this looks like it's like freaking like Philly or some shit. It's a beautiful day in Philly over here. You guys can see it's a beautiful day. This is totally legit. And yeah, we're let's jump out of the charts, man, because Bitcoin's coming down right now. It was holding this little downwards channel, right? I was gonna call this a bull flag, but it was coming down in this downwards channel, up, down, up, down, up, down, and now it's coming back down to the downside. Should we be panicking, right? Is this the time to go, holy shit, we're going back down to the deep, deep depths of the crypto abyss, right? Well, well, let's talk about it, man. The big thing we have to watch this morning is the S&P. right? The S&P, this is on the hourly time frame, is coming back down to test those lows again. Holy moly, we got to hold this. We got to hold this, because what did we say? Bitcoin can do whatever it wants to do, but if the stock markets try to break their lows, it does not give a flying F what happens with Bitcoin chart, right? So this is the low we want to hold, man. This is the previous low from June, right? The same time frame where Bitcoin hit its 17K bottom. This is the bottom for the S&P. Is this going to hold? We are awfully freaking close to seeing if that's a reality at this point, man. It's going to be interesting. Bitcoin's coming back down here. So here's the deal. Here's what we talked about consistently, man. The play has been, and this always every single time we go down to test these lows, there's fear, there's FUD, and whatnot. The play has been, and let's just keep it real. What has the play been every time Bitcoin's come down? Well, the play has been to buy or long the mid to low 18K level. I mean, that's been the move. I'm not just saying that just to say it. I mean, that has been the freaking move. Maybe it's too obvious now. Maybe that doesn't play out. But every time Bitcoin comes to this 18.6 level, long, you long, you long, you long, you long, you long. It's been the move. I'm going to keep playing it until it doesn't work. Maybe this time it doesn't work. Maybe this time it just comes down and it capitulates lower because the S&P doesn't hold up. But we'll find out. What's going on, Mr. Hart? What's up with the volume? It's been really, really high. It's been really, really high, man. Bitcoin's coming down like a hot sack of potatoes right now. A hot sack of potatoes. A beautiful, beautiful hot sack of potatoes. And what did we say last night on stream, man? We said if Bitcoin could not hold its moving averages, right? If you go to the 1 hour time frame, if Bitcoin could not hold these moving averages here, right? The 200 EMA, the 50 EMA, the 20 EMA on the 1 hour time frame around 19.3 level, it was going to be good night. It was going to be kaput, probably back down to the lows, okay? And as soon as Bitcoin broke these moving averages, it kaputted almost right back down to the lows. So there you go. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let me take a sip of this real quick. Let's see. It works till it doesn't. It works till it doesn't, man. Of course. Just like anything in life, it works till it doesn't. You gotta play that. You gotta play the percentages, man. And people think when you're trading, it's like, oh my god, I'm 100% going long, and it's 100% not gonna get stopped out. No, nothing is ever like that. You know what I mean? You play the percentages. Maybe you come back down here. There's a 60, 70% chance that it holds. You still play the percentages, right? That's all it is. I mean, trading, investing, it's all about playing the percentages. There's always a risk to any investment or any trade. Anyone think that anything's 100% is a dumbass, right? I mean, that's the way it is. Let's see. How many times do we hear that, though? The more we knock on support, the more likely it is to break. Of course that's true, okay? But you could have said that this time. You could have said that this time. You could have said that this time, and you would have been wrong every single time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you play it until it doesn't work, okay? One of these times, it's going to go down and hit your stop loss. But of course, that's with anything. That's with anything in life. All right. Anyways, let's see. Movements today are only a prep for CPI readings tomorrow. Yeah, man. We got a lot of interesting things coming up. So here's the deal. We talked about this, man. It's like every time we come to support, there's massive fear. Bitcoin tends to bounce, you know. Like I said, maybe this time it doesn't. But how many times has Bitcoin come to support and everyone freaks out every single freaking time? And it seems to bounce every single freaking time. You know what I mean? It's been fear every single time, man. Every single time. There's been fear every single time it comes back down to the support. Maybe it doesn't hold this time, but that's not the point, right? That's not the point. Let's do a quick little short-term Fibonacci here. Even though I think the thing to watch today is the S&P. From swing high to swing low. All right. Actually, whoops. From swing low to swing high. My bad. Because we're coming down. Let's see what we're looking at here right now. So let's see if we hold the 786. Sorry, the 618. Let's see if we hold the 618 fib. If we don't, I mean, I had this drawn earlier. we still got this juicy, juicy, juicy 1 hour vector candle back down here, spanning all the way down to 18,600. Okay. Talked about yesterday, if Bitcoin doesn't hold 19.3, it's probably come back down to the lows. Here we are, back down to the lows, right? Back down to the lows, back down to 18.6. You got this vector candle right here in the 1 hour, could just be taking that 1 hour vector candle, right? So all in all, let's let it play out. I mean, we've seen this like 6 times before, right? People get very, very emotional during these times where Bitcoin starts heading down hot and heavy towards support. We've seen this multiple times. It is what it is. S&P, this is the real thing to watch today, though, right? Will the S&P hold? Okay, we would say that if it can hold, right, there's a good chance that we see a little relief rally to the upside. The question is, will it? Right, and today is going to tell you a lot, and not today, but this support, and over the course of the next couple days to weeks, is going to tell you a lot what you need to know about where I think this market's going in the sort of medium term here, right? And as simple as that. Mom, number go down, number go down. The number go down, my man. The number go down. Let's see. Pratish, why are you so emotional, man? When did you buy Bitcoin the last time? Is your pocket money so very... Pratish, are you talking about the people that are afraid? Listen, man, everyone has a different circumstance. If people don't have money to buy Bitcoin right now, that's fine. Like, that's not a big deal. It's just, I'm more so talking about the, not necessarily people that, are looking to buy Bitcoin, but, the people who... put in a short position right here, okay? AKA the FOMO shorters, okay? The FOMO longers go long here, okay? Thinking the breakout's coming. And the FOMO shorters go short here, here, and probably as it comes back down, the FOMO shorters are going to go short right here again, okay? And that's when the same thing happens again. That's happened 7 times in this little range, literally in the last 8 days, right? Just panic sold at support. Nice, man. Hey, who did it yesterday? It was Trent who did it yesterday. So far, Trent's in the green, man. Congratulations, Trent. You're in the green, my man. If you're watching right now. But like we said, this 786 retracement at about 18,765 looks like a good point for Bitcoin to get a bounce. Some reason I don't think this 618 holds. I'm looking at this at a bare minimum at about 18,765, right there at the 786 retracement and at this little vector candle looking down here. Looking pretty juicy. I like that a lot. It's looking a little juicy, just a tad juicy. And if it comes back down to that level, you're gonna have bullish div, right? You're gonna have higher lows on the 1 hour, and you're gonna have most likely lower lows with oversold on the 1 hour. You're gonna have nice bullish divergence on the RSI, right? With oversold on the 1 hour time frame. So you'll have a combination of both there at about 18,765. So we'll watch as it comes back down a level. I don't think this one holds right here, though. Let's see. It's funny because it's true. At least Link is not pumping. Yeah. Let's see the S&P. Will the S&P break today, guys? Let's see. Let's see. Will the will stock markets break their local lows today? Let's see. Will stock markets break their local lows today? Yes or no? In the poll in the chat. Let me know. At least the pound gets better. Oh, my voice is crackly today, man. Excuse me, guys. It's good with that stupid little crackly voice. That's somewhat obnoxious. So a little bit obnoxious. What else do we got? I mean, longer term charts are still the same, guys. I'm talking shorter term time frame right now. Longer term time frame charts still remain the same. What we talked about yesterday. Bitcoin has a red day today, which we said if it does, that doesn't change anything. It's just, the daily swings that Bitcoin goes through. I would say this is most of this stuff will be invalidated. Obviously we wait and it's kind of like we continue to say, like, whenever we go down to the lows and whenever we're sitting right at the lows, there's never positivity, right? I mean, whenever you're at the lows, there's never positivity. There's just depression. There's sickness. There's this feeling inside of you that nothing is positive. And somehow Bitcoin seems to bounce from that level consistently. But we'll see if this time's different. I really want to go to the S&P here because this is the real deal here. You do have a gap up on the 1 hour time frame. So there is a pretty nice little gap, a little gap-a-rucci here on the 1 hour time frame, right? So it gapped down. I guess it gapped up. And will they come back up and take this gap, this little gappy gap here, or will they just push it straight down? That's the real deal here. That's the real deal. Let's see. Let's see. Been a week. DJ, why are you being so negative lately, man? Chill out, bro. Chill out, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. It's like whenever you go against the grain, people get so pissed off, man. You know what I mean? I'm bullish, I'm bearish sometimes. Right now, the only reason I'm saying this is because, dude, am I that crazy? Am I that crazy to think Bitcoin can have a little bit of a bounce? Okay? People were fearful here. What did it do? Bitcoin bounce. People were fearful here. 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 Bitcoin bounce. Am I crazy to think that Bitcoin could hold here as long as the stock markets hold? I don't think I'm that crazy. It's happened 5 times. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. People get like so anxious down here, and that's okay. Like, I get it. You should be anxious down here. You should be very anxious down here. And that's why the title is Bitcoin's coming back up to resistance. Because the key thing is, if Bitcoin can hold up here, the key word is can hold up here. Okay? You still got this resistance up here, man. You know what I mean? You still got this resistance up here. It is what it is, right? You still got this resistance up here at 19.9, 20K, somewhere up in this level, man. Somewhere up in this level. So, well, it's like I said, we'll see what happens right there. We are approaching that long-term trend line. Of course, man. People getting so emotional, man. That's how I tell people are on the edge right now. When people get super emotional in the chat, I can just tell what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm being honest. I can tell what's going on. People get so emotional, man. It's like, chill. Let it play out. Let it play out, man. But no, I mean, you got this big downtrend of resistance. This is the point where we have to watch, okay? This is the point where we got to watch, right here. This big downtrend of resistance, which has been the resistance every single time, right? Back up here, it's towards 20K, 19.9, somewhere up in that area. So even if Bitcoin doesn't get it, people get so confused, man. When I say a bounce, I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to 100K. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Bitcoin can get a little bit of a rally. I don't think that's terribly out of the question. But like we've been saying, if the S&P doesn't hold, that all goes out the window, right? There's obviously invalidations to anything, man. If the S&P doesn't hold the low right here and starts coming back down here, that all goes out the window, right? It's as easy as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Let it play out, man. Let it play out. Bathwater said, I heard 100K. You heard 100K, man. Holy moly. All right, so what else do we got going on? So we got Link. We got DJ. I would relatively disagree with you, my man. Right? I believe that if everything looks super bearish, the easiest way to get views is to just be bearish. That's the easiest way to get views, my man. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier just to tell people what they want to hear. What do people want to hear right now? Things are going down. It's actually harder, and it's harder for me to sit up here and actually go against the grain. It's harder for me to do that. I don't want to do that. It's so much more comfortable for me to just to say, yeah, things are going straight down in a straight line, man. You know? Things are going down in a straight line, and it is what it is. So it's actually harder going against the grain. Trust me, it is. It is. It's not fun. Anyways, 417. Earn's actually going nuts. For all you guys, we actually hit that look where actually Earn's sitting. Earn's literally sitting right here at 420, right? 420. That's funny. That's the level we talked about yesterday. If Earn can break the 200 EMA, we were talking about right here, right? We were talking about right here, which is the 420 level. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. When FOMO earn? When FOMO earn? True. But yeah, earn, man. 420. 420. That was the level that we watch here, man. That was the level. That was the freaking level we were watching. But no, let's see. Let's see if it can break that. I mean, it's just going against the grain. Bitcoin's dumping. And yeah, that's the case, man. That's the case. We'll see what we got going on here, man. See what we got going on. They trap crypto newbies. Listen, like, people talk too much. I'm not going to get into this. You guys will disagree with me. But for someone who's a YouTuber, don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, YouTube's set up a certain way. Go to any niche on YouTube. Everyone uses clickbait. Every single niche uses clickbait. And this, guys, you know, I disagree with BitBoy on a lot of things. But the one thing I will agree with is everyone uses clickbait. Go to any niche, okay? They either use clickbait, they're shilling something. Every single niche does that, okay? People just like to hate on the crypto tubers. It is what it is. Like, I get it. You know, it's people like to be. That's just the case. Go to any niche. I don't care if it's comedy, eating challenges. They're all shilling something and using clickbait. Holy moly, man. Anyways, let's come back over here. It's really social media in general. I mean, social media is clickbait, and social media is literally just clickbait and getting people to get views. What's the difference? What's the difference, man? It is what it is. Everyone. What's my famous saying, man? Everyone shills. I don't care what job you have, whether it's being a YouTuber, whether it's being a cashier. You're shilling something. Oh, you want one cheeseburger? Or you want one buy one get one free? You're shilling cheeseburgers, right? I don't care what you're doing. Everyone's shilling something, or using clickbait to get people into their store, or getting people onto their online store. You're clickbaiting with your pictures. You're clickbaiting with your sayings, with your mottos. It's all clickbait. The whole world is clickbait. That's what it is. Accept it, right? I mean, people like to hate on it, but it's like, holy shit, that's the whole world. The whole world is like that. Ah, man. It's one thing I disagree with you guys are saying in the chat. It's one thing I'm disagreeing. Exactly. Exactly, Bear. You either shill yourself or a product. Everyone shills. You know what I'm saying? Think about any job. All right. Anyways. Jabba down to 170 pounds. Clickbait right there. Oh, no. Jabba's like, dude. Jabba is probably an easy 400 pounds right now, man. Easy. Anyways. Let's go back over here. So, 18,765. Right here, man. So, 18,780. The 786, right? 18,765. That's where I think we're going here in the short term. Do I know? No. But that's where I think we're going. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Let's see. So, 18,952. Now we wait for Bitcoin. Ah, man. I might open the... I don't want to open the chat. I want to see how everyone's feeling in the chat, man. Let's see. Will the stock market break their local lows today? It did the wrong there, so I already got that going for me today. The right there should have been THEIR. THEIR. Local lows today. I can't even get the spelling right, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. Were their local lows today? 60%, 41%. There it is. There it is. I want to see just the absolute carnage in the chat right now. people are probably going nuts, which I get, man. It is what it is. We're in that time frame. One thing I was looking at today, for all you VIX lovers out there, I see a lot of people talking about the VIX. I see Greg M talking about the VIX all the time in the Discord. Shout out to Greg. I'll see a lot of you guys talk about the VIX. What the VIX basically is it measures the volatility of the S&P. And the major bottoms, right? The major bottoms on the stock markets have come when the VIX has gone nuts, right? Basically, when you see high volume coming in on this, that's when the major bottoms has come in on, in particular, the S&P 500 for this one. So where are we sitting right now? Well, we're sitting right about here, okay? I mean, if you look at the previous two big dumperoos on the S&P, this was basically March of 2020 right here. And this was basically 2008 right here, right? And you guys can see the big spikes on this, right? The big spikes on these right here in the last two major pullbacks on say the S&P, right? This is on the monthly time frame, by the way. We haven't yet gotten that big spike, and that's one thing I am paying attention to here is we haven't gotten that big spike up yet. And that doesn't mean it has to happen right now, right? That could happen in November, in December, I don't know. But usually the big moves down on the S&P can do result in, that big volatility spike, and that's where the bottom usually gets marked on the major pullbacks. Now it can be like one of these like little pullbacks that you see in 2018 or 2016 or 2015. 2011, 2010, where you get these little spikes. It could be one of those. But, if you're a big believer in like major blood on the streets, normally you see this get this big spike to the upside before coming back down, and that marks the bottom. But we haven't seen that yet, right? We haven't haven't even seen it come back up to this level right here. So we'll keep watching this as we kind of go along. Like I said, this is on the monthly time frame. It is coming up right now. When is that volatility going to come in? That's the question, man. That's the question. Let's see. Cam fan, talk about clickbait. Let's see. Let's see. Jordan in his feelings today? No, man. If I see something I disagree with, I'll say it. People like to hate on certain people, and then they do the same thing in their own life. It's like, or if they were in the same position, they do the same thing. It is what it is. You can't change people's mind. I just have a big mouth. Like if I see something I disagree with, I'm gonna say it. It's as simple as that. We are down today, and George has a BTC double in price. Don't click on it. No, dude. I actually thought when George actually admitted it was a bear market the other day, which I was shocked. I thought that was going to be the absolute time where Bitcoin started to get a move to the upside. So far, that hasn't played out too well. But, so far, so good. All right. Bring back those mean tweets. We're way better off. The mean tweets. What mean tweets, Papo? What mean tweets? Let's see. What, are you talking about BitBoy's mean tweets or not mine? I never mean tweeted, man. I'm always a nice tweeter. Actually, I don't really tweet anymore, man. I hate crypto Twitter. Crypto Twitter is a cesspool of Twitter in general is just a cesspool of grimy know-it-alls, really. I mean, that's really all it is. I hate Twitter, man. I cannot stand Twitter, if you want me to be honest. All right, let's see. All right, S&P still at its lows. We're kind of just waiting to see what happens here, guys. I mean, we could talk Bitcoin charts all we want, but this is what we got to watch today. Will we hold these lows, right? The low. Will we hold the lows? Let's find out, man. Let's find out. Bitcoin still holding up. Still think BTC is coming down at the bare minimum to 18,757. Doesn't hold that. I mean, pretty much just testing the lows again. And that's really all it is. Savvy tweets like mad. I mean, dude, there's some people who just live on Twitter, man. There's some people who just sit on Twitter all day and tweet. It's like, dude, it's not that crazy. And like, let's be honest. Everyone jerks off to their Twitter followers. It's like, bro, 75% of your Twitter followers are bots. They're not real. And yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. Or you paid for them. One of the two. All right. So yeah, I mean, everything we kind of talked about is the same yesterday. Today's red. So obviously, when the day's red, people are going to be like, oh my god, today's red. And then what usually happens is tomorrow's green. Everyone's like, holy shit, oh my god, we're going back up. And then tomorrow's red, and the next day's red. Oh my god. And then it's just the same thing. But nothing's really changed in my view. I'm still looking at the same type of deal, man. Today's red, so like we said, like today people are going to be super emotional. People are going to be just super negative about everything. And I get it, right? There's no problem with being bearish. Being bearish is not what I'm talking about. It's just the negativity, right? Get that out of here. Get that out of here, right? Get that out of here, right? Sometimes it makes me a little negative. I don't like that, okay? Get that shit out of here, man. But in all seriousness, man, nothing's really changed. I'm still looking at things the same way. I'm not doing it for freaking clicks, okay? That doesn't even make sense. If Bitcoin price goes down and I was bullish, that makes me look like an idiot. Why would I do that? That makes no sense. I'm still looking at it the same way, man. I still think Bitcoin actually surprises and comes a little bit to the upside. I'm not saying we're going to 100K, okay? I want to make that clear. Not saying we're going to 100K. Okay?
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
But, you know, a little bit of a rally. I'm not going to call for a certain price, but at least a retest of this trend line back up here towards 20K would not surprise me over the course of this weekend, you know? Would not surprise me. It is what it is. You know, so we'll continue to watch the complete this W and we're out of here. It might take a little bit at this point, but the structure's still there, right? The low, the high, the low. You're at the lows, you know, just like over here, people were freaking out every time it touched. Would I be surprised if it chops in this range for a little bit? No. Completes the low, we come back up, you know. Not saying we're going up here, but at least a little rally up in this range would not surprise me whatsoever. But we need the stock market to hold up, right? Which right now, it's definitely not doing that. It's right at its lows. We'll see if this ends up holding up right here, man. Right here. We'll see if this ends up holding up. This is on the 1 hour time frame too. We still got this gap up here, but this is really what it comes down to, man. This is really what it comes down to. We talked about this like for multiple videos. And I think I ranted for like 20 minutes about this one time. Where if the S&P breaks the lows, it does not matter at all what happens here in the short term. You know? Let's see. Potential reversal point around 1 p.m. About 1 p.m. Yeah. I mean, you got to also remember, this is the opening of the stock market. So what always happens on the opening of the stock market, man? It goes one way. People are like, ah! Oh! I'm going to get bearish at support. You know how it is. I mean, it's just clockwork, man. Super bearish at support, and then it comes back up, and then everyone's like bullish again. It happens it's happened every single time. This time could be different. If it comes back down here, okay. We rejoice. We rejoice in our, we sort of rejoice in our, in our bearishness of the world, right? Because the world sucks right now. We all know this. The world's going to shit, right? Everything's on fire. But until then, I mean, it's just keep a steady mind, right? My whole point today is like, until you see the break, don't like get all up in arms. I think we said this like multiple times over the last week. It's like, until you see the break, just chill. If the break comes, okay, we get super pumped, right? We're finally getting some price action, right? Maybe we start actually getting out of this range and we start closing some candles down here and we can actually talk about some stuff. But for now, nothing's changed. We've done the same thing we've done like every day for the past. Like, how many times have we not done this? Look at every single day since September 22nd. Wick down. Move down. Closed here. Came back up. Wick down. Wick down. Close down. Open down. wick down, wick down. You know what I mean? It's like, chill. Until you see the break, just chill. Do some como sa. Maybe today's the day we break. But maybe it's not. All right? So, hua, hasa, huasa. You know? LB Crypto said it's better for your mentality to be bearish at support, but you open long. Exactly, man. Exactly. E sucks. Neil, get out of here, man. You're not gonna get on me. You're not gonna get on those nerves today. You're not. It's not gonna happen, my friend. ETH is at the same point, right? I mean, ETH just chilling at support. Let's go to the daily. ETH's coming back down to test support. There it is. It's the same thing for ETH, man. We wick down, we wick down, we wick down, we wick down, but we seem to hold it every single time. But, you know, same thing for ETH. If ETH comes, where you start freaking out on ETH is if it starts coming back down, closes the candle down here, that's when you start freaking out. And that's when you start thinking that maybe it comes all the way back down here to the 1K level, right? For now, chill, do some como sa. If you're looking to short, which I get if people think it's going to go down, they're in a short, okay? They got in a short position up here. Awesome. You're letting that ride. Awesome. I get it, right? You got in a nice position on the short, okay? Once again, based off just risk versus reward, the time to go short is not at support, okay? The time to go short is up here, not right here, okay? That's it. That's it. Now we kind of just sit back away. Let's go to the S&P. S&P still just sitting there, man. Sitting there like a little punk. Like a little punk. And Neil said, ETH's my biggest bag. Me too, man. I'm glad we're in the same point here. ETH is my biggest bag too. And I will defend it until the day that I don't sit here and defend the ETH bag. You know? See what you guys are saying in the chat. First hour is about over. True, true. Let's see what happens, though. Let's see what happens. Like, I'm very curious. NASDAQ. Let's see what the NASDAQ is doing. So the NASDAQ has a little bit of room to work with. So the NASDAQ wicked all the way down to 10.5, and it's at about 10.7 at the moment. So the NASDAQ, if it dumps, it's still got a little bit of room to work with here, which the NASDAQ's down significantly more than the S&P today. Significantly more. So, like we said, the NASDAQ could come all the way back down to these levels and still hold the low. Right now, you're still holding it, though. You're still holding it. I mean, as far as local lows goes, you're definitely breaking that low. Definitely breaking that low. So, for now, we close down here, looking down here, and then, you know, we kind of go from there, right? I mean, we sort of said if that breaks, specifically on the S&P, if that breaks, right? Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom out on the weekly. We sort of said if that breaks, I mean, the big level I'm looking for the S&P in particular is 3382, which is all the way back down at the February 2020 lows, where to take this vector candle right here on the weekly, right here at 3382. If this can't hold, all right? And you're talking about a 7% move to the downside for the S&P, which, you know, we kind of said if the S&P breaks down 7%, Bitcoin, you know, is more volatile for the S&P and could be seeing significantly lower levels if the S&P breaks down 7%. All right, so here we are, and it's another test. It's another test today, man. Let's see. ETH have the same chart as BTC since 2021. Oh, that's a fact, man. That's an absolute fact. Let's see. Doors open when you keep beating on it. Yeah, I mean, eventually. Guys, my point is, I think people get this so confused, man. It's like, man, they don't listen to what I say. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I think Bitcoin just freaking goes to the moon here and just stays going up, right? A little bit of a hold, a little bit of a retrace because people are getting way too bearish right now, okay? Stop out some of those short positions, Okay? And then maybe it rolls back over after that point. I don't know. It's my thought. Keep it for what it is. Crane said, some calling for 2,900. I think that's too low, but you never know. Who knows, man? I wouldn't count out anything. Like we said, right now there's a lot going on in the world. If one black swan event comes in, you can see you can see some carnage, right? But that's the thing. It's a black swan event. You can't call it black swan events. If we sort of said if World War III starts, or if freaking I don't know, if inflation goes up to freaking 15% or in the U.S. or some shit like that, we're going significantly lower. But right now, those are sort of hypotheticals in my opinion, which, some people might not think they're hypotheticals, but it is what it is. Real Big said 2020 lows. Oh, you think all the way down here, buddy? 2160? Hey, man. I will no longer ever say that anything's impossible. Nothing's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Nelly is if you put like spare one. Let's see. Saying East Daily Chart looks like BTC 2021. The whack-off accumulation. The whack-off? Yeah. I don't know. The the market makers are good at, they do these wick-offs, but you don't really know if they're accumulation or distribution until it actually plays out, right? A lot of the times, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. You have absolutely no idea. Soon print money season. I mean, we're all getting to that point. Listen, right now we're just in that boring time where, you're sitting at support, right? Everyone's bearish. Everyone's calling for lower prices, which I get. Stock markets look like shit today. I get it. Okay. And we've talked about lower prices multiple times. Like the levels I'm watching, 16K, 14K. There's reasons for those, right? If we look left, 16K, you got this previous high right here. Everyone's saying it's going to go straight to 14K. I do think if it drops, you got some support here at 16K. All right, that's it. That'd be where I pick some up at 16K right here. If it does drop, 16K would be a buy area for me. Obviously 14K would be one for me, right? There's multiple reasons for those. Just previous support, previous resistance levels could act as support on the way down. You got wick down here, 16K, and you got a previous support, right? Right here at 14K. With a vector candle, bottom of the vector candle sitting right there at 14K too. So if we do break down, those are the two levels I'm looking at next, 16 and 14. I mean, just to keep it super, super simple on the charts. I mean, it's nothing really else I have to say about that, but just be ready for any scenario. I think the biggest point a lot of the times is be ready for any scenario that happens when it comes to crypto. Like you could pump and you could dump at this point. Does anyone really know? Absolutely not. Some people think we go up a little bit. Some people think that we drop right now. To me, it's all time frame, right? To me, it's easy to sit here and go, okay, we gonna go down. We gonna go down. We gonna go down. Which is certainly a possibility. But for me, it's like, okay, it's easy just to say we're gonna go down, but what's the time frame on that? You know what I mean? What's the time frame? Because to me, time frame does matter too. Everyone's a genius saying it's going to go down. Okay, that's great. That's great. But what's the time frame on that? Okay? For everyone saying it's going to go down right here, I mean, you missed a 32% move to the upside on Bitcoin where you could have secured some profits. You missed 2-3 X's on altcoins. You could have missed some profits. That's cool. But when go down? It's easy to say, all right, it's going to go down. No shit. We're in a bear market. Like, no freaking shit. Like, thanks, genius. It's like saying it's going to go up in a bull market. Listen, time frame matters. I'm talking about time frame that I could see a rally up and then maybe come back down after. Right? So, unless you're going to come at me with a time frame, I don't give a flying F about that. Not delist, you can still deposit and withdraw USDC. Just because merging all liquidity into one pair, best price, lowest slippage for users from CZ. True. W2F Cuomo got another news show. It's a lot of shows out there, man. A lot of shows. Ah, what a day. What a day, man. What a freaking day. Holy moly, man. I can sense that. Like, it's a members only stream, and I can sense the tension in the chat, man. That's how you know. And sorry, guys. Sometimes when I sense tension in the chat, I get a little tense. I'm a human, too, at the end of the day. But, you know, it is what it is. I can sense the tension in the chat today, man. Even on the members only stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if the chat was, like, open right now, you know? Holy shit. The tension. It's grueling today. I love it, though. I love it. Because when there's tension, that means there's action going on. Well, at least some action, hopefully. Crane said, okay, what's going to spark the rally? We just saw multiple rallies fail. But you just said it yourself, Crane. We saw rallies. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we're going to the moon. By rally, I mean maybe a couple $1,000s to the upside. I'm not saying we're going to 25K plus. You know? Holy, you said it in your message right there, man. What's going to spark the next rally? The last rallies failed. Nothing really sparked the last rallies. Nothing really sparked this or this or this or this or this. It's just common price action, you know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, buddy. We all just need to rub one out. Facts. Let's see. When? What's gonna... It's thick in here. Jordan should have been a psychiatrist. Dude, I'd be the worst psychiatrist. I would be literally the worst psychiatrist. I would just be like, get over it, dumbass. I would probably be the worst psychologist. Oh, man. Oh, you're going through a tough time? Get over it, dumbass. Man up. Oh, Lord. You would never want me to be a psychiatrist. Ever. Ever. I would be horrible. I would probably get fired on the first day. I'm just being honest with myself. You know? I would be a horrible psychologist. All right, what else we got? Earn pulling back. All coins are kind of pulling back at the moment. Nothing really green. Everything's just pulling back. So you're just kind of looking at your previous levels, you know? Let's see. Alan said, go on the daily and use bars pattern from May 3rd to August 16th, and that is your rough timeline. May 3rd to August 16th? Let's see. May 3rd to August 16th. Let's see. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's have a little fun. May 3rd to August 16th. Do you think it's going to happen within the next 2 days? Okay. Let's see. May 3rd to August 16th. You're just going to bring out the whole dump? Okay, so Alan thinks... Okay, so let's put this over the current price action. So like this, Alan? This is what you're seeing right here? Right here like this? It's in a negative 700. That's pretty funny, man. No, but this could kind of make sense, man. There's that little rally we're talking about. That's all I'm talking about. Something like this. A little boop up to 20K, 21K. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything crazy here, man. At least for the time being. Right up to the 50 EMA, rejected, and then you doge bonk down to the downside. Holy moly, man. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. I mean, listen, if this happens, we got a big shit show on our hands. Basically, a dump down to 10K, consolidate, and then dump to 0. Oh, Lord. That would not be good, man. That would not be good. Let's see. See ya, Interactive. Have a good day, buddy. Godzilla said, bull market support band is coming to 22K now. Yeah, bull market support band's coming in hot, man. Right here to, yeah, 22.6. It's coming down hot and heavy, you know? Hot and freaking heavy. Let's go look at the stock markets real quick. S&P still holding the lows for now. For now is the key word for now. We'll see where this closes, especially tomorrow, as it's Friday. You know, Friday's usually the move where if it's gonna do something crazy, Friday tends to be that day. S&P holding for now. Nasdaq still kind of just chilling. Like we said, the Nasdaq has a little bit of room to run down and still hold the lows a little bit further down. Like the Nasdaq can still drop, you know, around like 1.1% and still hold the lows. So we'll see what those do today. Bitcoin holding 19K. Will it hold the 618 fib? It's the question. We'll see. Not be good doesn't even begin to describe it. God, man. Last day of the month in the quarter? No, not today. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, Crane. Yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot. It's Friday, which usually a shit show. You know, one way or the other. It's the quarterly close. It's the monthly close. So tomorrow's an interesting day for sure. For sure, man. For sure. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, man. I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get off, man. Listen, I gotta I gotta drink some more coffee first, and then also go to the gym and do that fun stuff. Because man, holy moly, man! Sometimes I let the chat get to me, man, and I get in this like little mood. So I gotta go do that stuff, and we'll see where we end up today, man. We'll see where we end up today. You know, is this the time where Bitcoin drops the lows, or is it gonna hold again, or everyone gets bearish at support again? We'll find out. We'll find it out on maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend. Might take a little bit, but let's see. Just like we said, though, if you know, just to kind of end it like this, the one thing we really need to be watching is the S&P. Okay, so no matter what we talk about for Bitcoin, if this breaks down, okay, just watch for Bitcoin to also break down. And it's simple as that. All right, it's as much as we want to get pumped for the Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin daily chart. Look at this. It all doesn't matter if this breaks down. All right. So keep a fat eye on this today. A fat eye on this, man. All right. Fat eye. Let's see what happens, man. All right. Adios, my friends. Have a fantastic day. Don't do anything to do. Don't panic, sell your crypto. Most of all, don't panic, sell your crypto. And don't be afraid to take profits in the bear market rallies until proven otherwise. All right. Adios, my friends. See you guys at 7. See what happens, man. It should be a fun day either way, right? Pump or dump. Let's make it happen. Adios. Peace.